Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Veteran Builds. Today is the Raven build part 8, and I have a new mod that I'm going to be installing today, which is the ghost key. So I have everything wrapped up. I haven't opened anything yet, but it comes with this key. It comes with this push to start module, but I ended up getting one that looks close to the ones from the Honda S2000s. Plus they match the red everywhere. But before I jump into that, quick update. So far I'm already at 319,000 miles, and the transmission is doing really great. You know, I'm still pushing it, I'm testing it, and you know, it's holding well. It cruises really well. There hasn't been any hiccups. Close to, you know, 320,000 miles when my maintenance light goes on. I'm gonna be doing a quick oil change, and I'm gonna do a transmission drain and fill just to keep the transmission fluid fresh. But for now, I'm gonna replace this ignition switch. I'm gonna switch it into push to start. It's gonna look really nice, and I'm gonna have to end up using this key because it has the chip for the immobilizer, which is this piece right here. So I'm gonna be using this piece. I'm gonna be putting this key basically to this piece like this, so that there's no issues with the security system. And so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect the battery, you know, because that's the first thing you ever do when you start working on electrical systems. And then I'm just gonna, you know, start taking these panels off so that I could get to the ignition switch. And then also I have to take this. I already had started taking this fuse box panel off because I'm gonna be taking this off. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. Stay tuned, and I'm gonna show you how this ignition switch looks, and how to take this off, because there's like some kind of different kind of bolts on there that basically doesn't have like a groove or anything like that, so you have to like tap them off. But apparently these bolts are not that hard to get off. So I'm gonna basically show you how I'm gonna be doing that. All right, so I already got the panels off, so everything's bare right now. But and then here's the ignition switch right here. So I'm just gonna take this off, which is the immobilizer. I'm gonna take this off and leave it hanging, and then I'm just gonna get this ignition switch out. I also have to remove this side cluster and this one as well, so I could get to these bolts right here. These are for the ignition switch, so it's a clamp that holds it. I already started disconnecting this connector so that I could get this module off. And then so this wire here, this wire is basically a brown connector, so it's gonna replace this brown connector down here. Let me get a light. It's gonna replace that brown connector right there. So I'm gonna unplug that. That goes to the ignition switch. I'm gonna unplug that, and then I'm gonna plug this in, and then I have to find a ground connection, which I can actually just put it around like here, because this is a good ground point. There's nothing else there, so I'll end up just putting it there. And then I already got the push to start button set up. So I cleaned this panel, and I had to get these adapter washers for this push to start button, but it's already set up. So this connects to the module, which is this. And so I'm gonna continue trying to get everything off right now, and I'll come back once everything is basically disconnected and off. All right, well, so far I got this plugged in, the new wire. I got it plugged in, and I found a pretty good ground for that wire. So once I'm done putting the module, I'll just tuck it in somewhere. And I already got the immobilizer off. Now you got to be like pretty careful with this, because the immobilizer is like 2 pieces, and you only really have one. So without this, you can't start the car. So but this is what I'm going to be putting the key on. I'm just going to stick it on there and zip tie it. And I also found a place for the transponder, so that's going to be for this key tag right here. Also they have, you also have a card that you could use, that you could just carry in your wallet, and they give you like a phone tag as well, so you could put it in the back of your phone, so you could use your phone as a security setting. But so I'm just gonna start loosening up these bolts here. I had to tap on them with a flathead, so I used a big flathead, and I got behind here and I just started tapping right, basically with the hammer, until I got it loose. So now I got both of these loose, and I'm just gonna disassemble that, because we don't need that anymore. All right, I'm back. So I already got everything installed. It took me a while to get everything installed, because I had to make sure all the connections were nice and secure. So I just plugged the battery back in, and here's the module right here. Everything is plugged in to the module. This goes to the button, and this orange wire, this goes to the brake switch, which is plugged into, or spliced into the there's a white and black wire down there. So basically, when this pedal is in the normal position, it has 0 volts. This wire here. And when you press on the pedal, it'll send 12 volts to this orange wire, disarming this box here so that the car can start. Aside from that, there's the transponder is right. I put it right here, so it's in a pretty convenient location, so that when I use this key right here, all I have to do is just hold it in front of the transponder. It's gonna beep twice. That means basically the security is unarmed. And then I could cycle through the button. So the first click will put the power on. The second click will prime the fuel pump and turn the computer on. And if I press this, and then if I press it again, it'll turn everything off. So, and then once I press the brake pedal and press this button, it'll go through its system, and it'll start the car. And then in order to turn the car off, I can't just press the button. I have to press on the brake pedal again, and then I turn the car off like that. So that's basically how the whole system works. And now that's everything that's set up. So I'm just gonna start putting all the panels back together and retest, make sure everything's is working properly, and that'll be all. And I'll show you how it looks like once everything's set up. Oh, also this is the lock. So as I was taking this security lock out, this is ignition switch out, the key part like fell out, so I already told myself that there's no going back. So all right, let me get back to work. All right, well, I finally got done putting everything together. This is how it looks. I had tested everything, so everything is working. So now, like, I could actually show you. So everything is working properly, and now I have a push to start button. It looks really good. Alright, well, if you like this video and you learned something today, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And that'll be all for today. See, until next time.